just to tap into data, we do all these like repetitive tasks of going into our system, filling out filters and pulling out reports just to get the data. And not a lot of people feel comfortable with interacting with the system either, because as I said, it's very old, not very intuitive to get around. There are always like these key people that know how to use one part of the system better than the others.
Yeah.
So just standardizing data access across all kind of requires, at least one person going into the data for each of the parts that you need and kind of process it and put it into a format that people like, so that people just look at that data kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that's where RPA has been the most helpful. What it enabled us to do is actually do that more frequently, because if that puts also on someone just the mental workload of pulling data every day, updating a bunch of models, making sure everything checks out and all of that. So just taking that pressure out of someone also helps us increase the frequency and the quality as well, because first of all, it's always consistent. And secondly, the person that does the updating models, data validation part, isn't really exhausted with dealing with the system to begin with, like the first 2 hours of the day. It's saving about 10 to 15 hours a week. Definitely helps to understand what RPA does and how it works, to kind of understand what kind of help we need. But once we see that, as I mentioned, there are just so many areas with us, at least, that things can take less time to do. So I see a lot more opportunities coming up.